Music is traditionally written on a staff. A staff consists of 5 lines and 4 spaces, which represent the different notes on the musical scale. The notes represented on the staff come from our musical alphabet. They are A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. After the G note, the alphabet starts over with A. This also works in reverse. If you are playing or writing the notes backwards, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, and so on. The lines on the guitar staff represent the notes E, G, B, D, and F. You can easily commit this to memory by using the phrase, "Every good boy does fine." The spaces on the guitar staff represent the notes F, A, C, and E. The word face can be used to memorize these notes. Notes can extend above and below the staff by the use of ledger lines. There are also different versions of most notes, called accidentals. Accidentals consist of sharps and flats. To make a note sharp is to raise it 1 fret on the guitar. To make a note flat is to lower it 1 fret on the guitar. One way of writing sharps or flats on the staff is to place the symbol before the note you want to change. Another way of writing sharps or flats is to use a key signature. Simply put, a key signature is a group of sharps or flats at the very beginning of a staff line. The sharp or flat note in the key signature indicates that all notes of the same name will be altered throughout the piece of music. For example, if the key signature has a sharp symbol on an F, you are to play F sharp in place of F for the remainder of the piece of music, unless otherwise indicated by another accidental symbol. When a sharp or flat note needs to be changed back to its original non-accidental state, a natural symbol is used. Each measure uses an equal set of beats. The amount of beats is determined by the time signature. For example, in 4/4 timing, each measure equals 4 beats. In 3/4 timing, each measure will equal 3 beats. In 2/4 timing, each measure will equal 2 beats. The most popular time signature is 4/4 timing. 4/4 timing is also called common time and is sometimes identified with a letter C in the time signature. Another way to identify 4/4 timing or common time is to leave the time signature blank. The tempo of a song determines how fast or how slow each measure is counted. For example, 40 BPM means you would count 40 beats per minute. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 80 BPM means you would count 80 beats per minute. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 160 BPM means you would count 160 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are many different timing notes. For starters, the whole note equals 4 beats, or 1 whole measure in 4/4 timing. The half note equals 2 beats. The quarter note equals 1 beat. These notes and timings will be explained more thoroughly as they are used throughout this video. The musical alphabet consists of 12 notes: A sharp and B flat, B, C sharp, D flat, D sharp and E flat, E, F sharp and G flat, G sharp and A flat, and A again. Notice that the 2nd, 5th, 7th, 10th, and 12th notes have 2 different names. For example, the 2nd note can be an A sharp or B flat. It is the same note, but it has 2 different names. The notes A, B, C, D, E, F, and G are called basic or natural notes. The notes A sharp and B flat, C sharp and D flat, D sharp and E flat, F sharp and G flat, and G sharp and A flat are called accidentals. Accidental notes will be used later on in this study course. Each of the 6 strings of the guitar have been assigned a specific note. The 6th string, which is the top and heaviest string, is an E note. It's called the low E string. When this string is played open with no frets, it will produce an E pitch. Each fret after that will bring you to the next note in the musical alphabet. So for example, if you play the 1st fret on the 6th string, it will produce an F note. The 2nd fret will produce an F sharp or G flat note. The 3rd fret will produce a G note. Next, a G sharp A flat note. Then an A note. The 6th fret will produce an A sharp or B flat note. 7th fret is B. 8th fret is C. And so on. Once you reach the 12th fret, the musical alphabet will repeat itself starting at the E note. The 5th string open is an A note. The 4th string is a D note. The 3rd string is a G. The 2nd string is B. And the 1st string is the high E string. Altogether, starting with the 6th string, the open notes are E, A, D, G, B, and E. Here is a fretboard note chart provided for your reference. Some notes have been highlighted and are connected by a line. The notes that share the same color highlight share the same pitch and will aid you in tuning your guitar. For example, if your low E string is in tune already, you can use the A note on the 5th fret, 6th string, to tune the open A string. Simply play the 5th fret of the low E string, then play the open A string, and compare the 2 notes. If needed, adjust the pitch of your 5th string to match that of the 6th string by tightening or loosening the tuning ped for the 5th string. You can apply this to the 5th fret of the 5th string to tune the 4th string open to a D note. Then the 5th fret of the 4th string to tune the 3rd string to a G note. You can use the 4th fret of the 3rd string to tune the 2nd string to a B note. And finally, the 5th fret of the 2nd string to tune the 1st string to an E note. If you're having a hard time tuning your guitar by ear, I recommend an electric tuner. Electric tuners are inexpensive and will save you from the frustration that comes with playing a guitar that is out of tune. The tuner that I'm using in this video is a Boss TU-80. It has a microphone that picks up the pitch of acoustic instruments or a plug for electric instruments. To tune your instrument, pick an open string. If the display lights up to the left of center, that means your string is too loose and you need to tighten the tuning peg. If the display lights up to the right, it means your string is too tight and you need to loosen the tuning peg. Music is the combination of time and sound. By changing the speed at which a note or group of notes is played, or the length of the note is held, you are controlling the timing. By playing a melody, harmony, or chords, you are controlling the sound.